Alright guys, our ship just landed to Stoke-on-Trent, an interesting city from north of Birmingham. We've got Sean with us. Right, so how's the life here, mate?
Full of crackheads, smackheads, pissheads and dickheads.
We just had a conversation with an Uber driver that drove us here from Minster Church, and he said that this town used to have a church. The central church is the one in front, and now this is gonna be replaced by, if you believe it or not, a mosque. Well, it looks like this town has a big problem with the drugs, like the guys have said. Would you agree with that?
I haven't seen much. Well, I haven't smoked. I haven't smelled any weed actually since I came here, and I smell more weed in Nottingham and Beeston area, I guess.
Today we are in Hanley, right outside St. John's Church, which is now a mosque. Yes, you heard it right, mosque. So I'm going to read you some fun facts about this place right now. This place is now called the Darul Farah Mosque. It is. So it's no longer called St. John's Church, it's called the Darul Farah Mosque. I'm going to read you some fun facts of what is on their website. Our mosque offers a range of services and programs for individuals of all ages and backgrounds, including daily prayers, Friday sermons, Quran classes, Islamic education. Yes.
We are filming now from the train station, and as can be seen, they only have 2 platforms here. This is the view of their train station from outside. As can be seen, the view is hindered as the area is under construction. From outside looks like a huge train station, but in reality isn't. By the way guys, this construction has a Victorian architecture. I do like how this train station was built. I mean, have a look at that balcony, pretty huge one, and also at the top carvings. Right in front of the train station we have this hotel called North Stafford. Quite helpful in case you're lost. You have a hotel right next to the train station, which is good. For us, it's the second time filming here. This time I hope I'm gonna give you guys more details. We are planning first visiting this area from here. Of course, our position is here at this point, so it shouldn't take us more than, I would say, 15 minutes to reach to this area. So let's head now to Stoke-on-Trent College. Here we have some guidance, and looks like Stoke-on-Trent College is in that direction. This is how the building looks like, and this is the backyard of this college. We can actually see that they have here a parking slot and further a playground field. I do like that they have a restaurant here, which is awesome for a college. Right, we have seen enough of this place. Now let's carry on walking. Right next to the college we have an interesting park, so let's have a look to see what's inside. This one is called Caldon Park, and our position is here at this point. To explain this map with a little bit more details, this area is called Caldon Grounds and has 2 parks. This one called Caldon Park, and this one called Hanley Park. Let's see how Caldon Park looks like. In front we have a nice fountain, so let's have a closer look. I'm filming now with the phone, as looks like the GoPro I have is incapable of filming in this kind of weather. And here we have a closer look at these dragons. Again, this is indeed a nice piece of art. I also like the garden they have all around this fountain. Right, let's head now to the Hanley Park. This is the park entrance. Right next to the entrance we have a nice lake, and as can be seen, a couple of ducks. Quite muddy ducks we have here. Let's carry on to see what other things are shown in this park. This area is indeed relaxing. I mean, have a look also at those fountains in front. Pretty nice docking area they have here. A small one. Right next to the lake we have seen, we have an entertainment area. So let's have a closer look. We are now on top of a bridge from where we can have a nice view of the Calden Canal. Let's see how this is looking from the other side. Nice entertainment area they have here. This is a map of this place. Of course, we are now here. To be honest with you guys, this is quite a noisy place, but it's fine. It's a Sunday, I would say, evening. The lake we have seen doesn't actually have a name. It's just a lake. Also, nice playgrounds they have here. This is just one of them. So far we have seen at least 3, I would say. So if you have kids and you want to visit Stoke, come here. And right at the exit of this park we have this nice alley that's having some benches, of course another kids playground. And here we have more details about this park in case someone's interested. We have here a little bit of history behind it from the Second World War. All right, we have a lot of rubbish here, unexpected. Whoa. We are on a small alley now that hopefully is gonna drive us straight to a pub. This looks to be quite dirty, I would say, of course with a lot of rubbish. At the exit of it we have this, I would say, gate. Now my question is, if you're a fat person, what would you do? They can walk on knees, guys. That's the solution. Or like Marian says, they can crawl. This alley is a shortcut between Houghton Street and Clifford Street. Right guys, at the end of Clifford Street we have this huge factory. This is actually dealing with pottery and it's called Emma Bridgewater, like it's written here. I mean, have a look guys, how huge is this factory? By having a look from the other side of it, we can see that's right next to a canal, and in front of it we have this interesting building. I mean, have a look guys at that chimney. I guess this is something specific of this town. And by the way, the canal we have here, it's exactly the same one we have seen in that entertainment area. So this is called Calden. Right guys, we're gonna stop here. I believe the pub name is Argy's and has a quite interesting motto. It's not just a bar, it's an experience. So let's see how's inside. This is the front of it. This is actually the front of it. Apologize, that door was closed, so you can find the pub on Hampton Street. Break time now. Of course, we are having a beer at this pub, which is having pretty nice terrace, to be honest with you. Right, the correct pronunciation of this pub is Argy's. We've got Sean with us. Right, so how's the life here, mate?
Full of crackheads, smackheads, pissheads and dickheads.
Dickheads.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so why you think it's like this?
Because it's all full of drugs.
Right, okay, so I like your honesty, you know, and your optimism.
Oh, so where are you going after?
Probably to see the church. Right guys, we are heading now to the central church. By the way, this city doesn't have a cathedral. Now you have a tip from this city. Well, it looks like this town has a big problem with the drugs. like the guys have said. Would you agree with that?
I haven't smelled any weed actually since I came here, and I smell more weed in Nottingham and Bristol area, I guess, than I smell here. So
Probably these guys have been to really dodgy places. In a way, I have seen honesty in
Yeah.
what they have said. I do like the discussion. I mean, it was straightforward, saying that it is these problems.
I mean, I guess every town has problems, but I guess it depends what you focus on. I mean, I think Stoke-on-Trent probably has some very nice places. Like we went to a park and I had a lot of places for kids, right? I haven't seen a park with so many so many kids places like playgrounds in any park I've seen in the UK so far. So at least they invest in the community.
Good point. Good point.
I really haven't seen so many playgrounds in a park before in the UK. So I think
Okay.
that's a plus.
Sounds good. That's really positive feedback. I wonder what this piece of art is saying. I mean, just some conic things and that's it. Probably has a message behind. In case you guys know, just drop a comment. As close as we are to the city center, we see more and more modern buildings and infrastructure, I would say. I mean, have a look at these small streets. They do look awesome and modern. And also these houses. This looks like a ceramic bowl. Would you agree with me, guys? I do like these ornaments. I think we are too tall for this bridge. Mariana, please check your height.
I'm too tall for this bridge.
Indeed. We are now at Trent and Mersey Canal. We do have a nice view from here. And in front, of course, we have a map. So let's see what's all about and of course, where we are. We are here, heading to the Stoke Town Hall and to the Stoke Minster, which is the church. So let's... From here we have a closer look at the canal. By the way, as tips and tricks, if you want to do your needs, you can choose this place. I mean, it's like if you don't want to pay for a toilet, this place is awesome. I'm gonna show you exactly where it is. I mean, we've been on the top of a bridge, which is this one. We've seen the map from there. The Civic Centre from Stoke-on-Trent is in front. And here we have the highway. Now you have some good, I would say, guidance in our way to their church. We are welcomed by this wonderful architecture. I mean, have a look at these houses, guys. This is for us a British classic. Right next to Stoke Town Hall, we have the Minster Church. This can be found on Brook Street. We have now arrived to Minster Church, so let's have a couple of footages. This looks to have a Gothic architecture. I'm saying this because I've seen these arcades. As can be seen here, this is another church being built with sandstone. You see the erosion here. This is its main entrance. I mean, have a look at this tower. Again, this looks more like a fortification tower rather than a church tower. So I guess in the medieval times, this was a fortress, or a kind of a fortress. It looks so similar to a fortification tower. And I've seen in this area a lot of towers looking like this. The church also has a lot of old tombs like the ones we are seeing now. I mean, have a look at this group of tombs. I'm gonna try to focus now on what's written on them. They are indeed old. And here we have a unique tomb, which looks quite smashed. Additionally, I would like to say that this is a simple Gothic church. We just had a conversation with an Uber driver that drove us here from Minster Church, and he said that this town used to have a church. The central church is the one in front, and now this is gonna be replaced by, if you believe it or not, a mosque. That's gonna be interesting, converting this type of architecture in a mosque. Right, we are closer and closer now to the city center. So let's see what this area is gonna show. We are welcomed here by a clock tower, and right next to it we have another map. We are here. Now let's see in details where we are. So we are now on Parliament Row Street. Well guys, I presented this statue in the previous video. This is the statue of Sir Stanley Matthews. I'm not gonna focus on it now. We are trying now to find another pub. By randomly walking on the city center streets, we found Wetherspoons. I don't think we're gonna go in, as tonight is gonna be an important game for England. The Euro Cup final, Euro 2024 final, which is gonna be played against Spain. So I guess the place is gonna be fully crowded. As can be seen, this Wetherspoons has a unique architecture. People are going mad tonight. Here we can also see abandoned places like these ones. I mean, it's not just one, it's a lot of abandoned shops, which means that this town, financially wise, is not doing so good. Right guys, this was a great day. See you in the next one. We're gonna take the train back to Birmingham. See you soon.